we both like cross. We make the infinity sign together because like we'll cross each other. It's like we're going separate directions, but like we can come right back and like it's just like a ping pong effect.
I'm gonna keep it a stack. You lost me.
You didn't get it
because I thought we were.
Get it.
I thought we were talking about dating. This headset mic is making me act a little different.
Probably these places, I've noticed that there is a cultural difference when it comes to the idea of creatives. Welcome to C2C podcast, where we touch on and break down elements of creativity. I'm your host, Darius Murphy, and this is Angry Man Throwing Pins.
Angry Man Curry coming at you live and direct.
What is up with you guys? We've been out of the game for a while. You guys might not know that, but we have.
I don't even know how much time has passed.
It's been a minute.
Before Christmas. It might have been a year.
It might have been a year.
It might have actually been a year. Whoa.
I wouldn't say a year. It couldn't have been because we did one before June. Didn't we? Didn't we?
I haven't.
Didn't we?
Yeah, so the summer sounds right.
So it was around summertime because I graduated. Spring. Yeah.
Currently.
It is currently spring. Springtime. So what has been going on? What's been going on? What's the dealio? What's been happening in Isaiah Curry's life?
Oh, where do we start? When was it?
Not January.
What are you gonna say?
I don't know. I'm literally just feeding off of.
Oh, it was January though. So it's currently March, right?
Yes.
Okay. It's currently March. January, well, actually prior to that, me and my girlfriend decided to stop living together for godly reasons.
Just jumping in, diving in, just head first.
Yeah. Well, actually, I stopped diving in head first. So
that's wild.
Hey, in Jesus' name, you know what I mean?
That's wild. That's the Lord, baby.
Yeah. He was out here working. Learned a lot about myself. Got a lot of revelation. If they want to know, I mean, that could be a podcast one day.
Oh yeah, that'd be a deep one.
Because I literally take notes on all the stuff that I've learned about myself.
You journal? Do you journal?
No.
Like, nope, not a chance.
I mean, no. I literally have a whole thing full of just stuff. And it could be one-liners that I feel God speaking to me, or things that I see within myself. So like we were talking prior to the podcast, which we wanted to save for the podcast, but whenever we went to this gathering, I don't even know what you call it, this kickback, I guess, with Mark, Isaiah, Freddie, and a handful of other people.
I've probably seen Mark on The Voice.
Yeah. He was, I think he was one of the finalists, right?
I believe so.
It gets
if that's not true, we're gonna say it is.
Yeah. Hey, sorry, Mark, but we're also giving you credit. He got cheated out of winning. Also, he was he was the final two, and
that's the story we're sticking with.
Yeah. He'll probably appreciate it.
Solid dude. Yeah. But we were at the kickback chilling.
Yeah. And so we were talking about our experiences there and kind of looking. It's not retrospectively. That's prior, right?
Yeah, that is, yes, that's prior.
Looking
That's inside.
Intrinsically. Sure.
Internally? Does that work? Looking inside of your just.
I stepped outside of myself to look at myself. Or I stepped inside myself. So. Y'all know. All right, so here's the deal.
Inside.
Yeah, right. Wait, what?
You took a glance inside of yourself.
Right. But I felt like I was like an inch outside my body watching.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it the same?
That's I was about to say 4 Christmases. I know. I have no clue.
What does 4 Christmases have
I
to
said
do
I
with
was
anything?
about to.
Okay.
It's the movie that's in my head that I can't get it out. I can't get it.
Oh, you're talking about Disney's Christmas Carol?
Yes, bang. There it is.
Wait,
yes.
whoa.
Because he's
No,
not a chance.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what the Christmas Carol.
What's the one with the kid who gets his tongue stuck on a?
We don't know what we're talking about today, guys.
We're talking Ebenezer Scrooge, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the Christmas Carol, correct? We're going to look it up now. Yep, we're here.
I want to say Nightmare Before Christmas, but that's definitely not what it is. Disney's Christmas Carol is not that.
Chronicles, Christmas Chronicles.
That does not sound right.
Christmas Chronicles.
That's the handyman, Santa.
That is, bro.
You're talking about, just type in Jim Carrey, Christmas. Wait, was he the Grinch?
Yes.
Was he? It wasn't the other guy who played Cat in the Hat? It was Jim
Christmas
Carrey.
Carol.
Is it? It is Disney's A Christmas Carol. So what's the other one that we're done?
I don't even know how we got on this rant that we're on right now. What are we even talking
because I said a stepped out like
Stepped
an inch outside
outside.
myself,
Dang.
and you were
All right.
because you're
You
thinking
wrote
about
it
because he
You wrote
was prior, current, and then after.
Yeah.
So, anyways, bing bong. That's so ugly. We're figuring stuff out. We're just touching buttons. That was a practice right before we did this.
That was a practice.
And if y'all have better sounds for us to create, let us know.
Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments.
Yeah. No. Bing bong. See, it's the
The lag.
Yes, I don't like that because this one, immediate. This one, beautiful. Bing bong. Yeah. No, that's just. We'll figure it out. We're gonna get right one day.
We'll get right one day.
Probably in a month, whenever we shoot the next one.
No.
I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that goes on in our lives.
Stuff that goes on. There is.
Yeah. I mean, I think that. Okay.
See, that's how long we ain't been here. All this stuff's loose.
I think that sums up the main things that happened in my life besides schooling.
But what were you talking about? You were saying like you were outside your body.
Oh yeah, no. I was gonna wait for you to talk about yourself because I think those are going to intertwine when we talk about the kickback itself and walking with people and talking and all that stuff.
All that fun stuff.
So what has happened since you graduated?
Well, since I've graduated, I started again. So that's primarily.
That is very true.
I literally graduated. January hit and I'm back at it again. Obviously, I mean, they've heard the stories if they've seen the previous podcast. But for you guys that don't know, graduated from Full Sail University.
Yeah.
Wonderful school. Love the school. Love the culture. Built for creatives and the like. I don't know what the like would be, but it's made for them.
Hey, you're speaking. I'm just letting you burn. Like you start crashing. I jumped out the car a long time ago. Just you keep on going. Yeah.
But yeah, so it's made for creatives, whatever, all that stuff, fun stuff. Graduated, ended up going to work for a company straight out of school. If you guys don't know, again,
13 boxes under here.
There's a whole bunch of boxes.
There we go. Gosh, dang it! This place is falling apart.
What did you kick down?
It was a box.
Sorry guys for the disruption. We've been out of practice for a while.
I have to be able to slide under. Bink. There we go.
I like that. It makes me feel taller.
Right. But we look the exact same height, so that's kind of crazy. It's the forehead. I have an extended clip on it. Go ahead.
Anyway, so yeah, graduated. Went to school.
Because I need to do this. I need to do this. See, it looks better on there than me going like this. But I've also been staring at my MacBook while you're talking,
looking,
and I'm like, bro, like, go ahead, because I know all this. It's not like I don't like.
Yeah. Went to school. Got a job straight out of school.
Yes, please tell me more that I've already heard. Gosh, dang it. Bro, what is wrong with this?
You just got to tighten that thing. I know you feel like you have, but you haven't.
Put that Hulk smash on it. All right, go ahead. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Ended up working
right
for my church here in Claremore.
Yeah, just your church. Yeah.
Well, it is only mine.
Yeah, you own it.
I don't own it.
Right.
That's the Lord's.
Right.
No, but ended up working for them.
You might want to clarify. It's not only yours.
It is not. It is our both of us attend this church, Destiny Life Church,
and it's not just us two that go there.
It's not just us two. It's not like
that'd be crazy.
Weird. Can you imagine that? Like who's preaching?
I think we would take turns.
Just rotating.
Yeah.
Rotating like worship and all that.
I think we just play a track.
How does tithe and offering? Are we just renting a house out? Like how? It's all good.
I think you could give to me.
You get to me,
right? And I'll give 10% back to you.
What if someone's 10% is larger?
That sounds like a them problem. so 10% is 10%. You don't say that with God. Not saying.
Yeah.
Neither one of us are God. It's crashing and burning. So
yep. It's just one of them days.
Anyways, church. He works at the church.
So yeah, I work as a media production director, and been doing that for about 7 months or so. And
already?
Yeah. We've been merged
for
about 7 months.
Oh. Yeah, because you were kind of thrown into it of immediately.
Yeah, immediately. But even then I wasn't on staff. So it hadn't been 7 months. It's been since January.
Okay, so that's why I'm like, okay, so because I know there was a change somewhere. But
yeah.
Okay.
So January is when I actually got put on staff there.
Yeah.
Anyways, doing that, and actually in January is when I started the master's degree program at Full Sail
for
business
administration, right?
Business, entrepreneurship, and innovation.
You said that word right?
Yeah, business,
the E word,
entrepreneurship. Yeah, how did you say entrepreneurship?
I feel like you're saying one of those letters wrong.
Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur. It's not
entrepreneur.
It's not entrepreneur.
Why do we get stuck on words?
I'm a picky guy.
I'm
Bless my girlfriend's heart, because I piss her off.
Yeah, I bet.
Correcting her all the time.
I bet.
Yeah.
It might be a male thing too, predominantly, because Amber gets a little upset sometimes at me.
Maybe I'm controlling.
Now
we might just sum it up to
breaking through.
Well, it's we, because you included yourself in that category.
And I said we're breaking through.
Okay. Hey.
They just
when you want to control, you don't want to be below. You want to at least be the same level.
You want to be struggling with somebody.
Yeah. I don't want to drown by myself, but I'll let you crash the bird.
I'm gonna let you crash.
So that's how that works.
That's wild. So anyway, yeah.
No idea.
Go with the school. I still haven't gotten through what's been going on.
I haven't even introduced the podcast.
I ain't even introduced the whole thing. No, but yeah, no. Started school, and it's in the area of business, and just due to what we do here, the podcast, we have a clothing line, we have our clothing brand, we have a podcast. Clothing brand and the podcast.
Yeah. And then you also have the clothing brand.
Yeah. On top of that, we got the podcast
and the podcast that we've done.
But no, something actually
we kind of do once a season. So
that's facts.
Our seasons are
rotate.
We don't do 8 episodes a season. We do 1 episode.
Yep.
A calendar season.
Yep. And then we move on to the next thing, project.
Yes, sir.
But actually, one thing we are working on that I'm excited for is the danger zone stuff, which Isaiah was irritated today because we actually recorded a sample for this because we did doing it and do it.
Let me tell y'all something.
Go ahead.
Let me tell y'all something. Correct me where I'm wrong. If you are like, hey, I have this script for you, let me get in the middle. If someone comes up to you, not you, if you have a script for someone, a voice actor, and you're like, hey, I did my part in a job, and I want to hire you to do your part in a job, which would be voice acting, and then do you think that it's logical for the voice actor to be like, hey, give me a sample of the voice acting before I can voice act? So I'm pissed because he asked everyone and their mother, literally, to voice act when no one here is a voice actor. Granted, I could be a very animated person.
Yeah, that's facts.
He could be a very animated person.
That's facts.
Several people that were a part of it could be very animated, but that is not our calling. But I don't know. Correct me where I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just a dickhead.
He does it. He does it.
Ding bong. Maybe I'm just a ding dong. I didn't like that. That was corny.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Crash and burn. That's the title is Crash and burn.
That is literally going to be the title.
They're gonna think we're talking about Kobe or something.
Dang.
Y'all,
I don't know what's going on right now. I literally don't know what's going on. No, stop touching stuff. Stop touching stuff. No. So
you want to hear a bar I made based off of that?
No, nope. We don't want to hear it. I'm going to continue telling the people about what's going on with me.
Yeah.
So business.
I said I'll pull a chopper. I'm just kidding. No, it is what I said, but
No, we're not talking about it. Not doing it.
I'll have a chopper flying down while Kobe's in the background yelling Mayday. That's how it ended, right? That's the punchline. I didn't give you the setup, but that's fire. Bing bong. This is a mess.
This is a mess.
15 minutes, 35 seconds, and counting.
That's funny. So, anyways, doing Daily Zone, doing the audiobook. That is what we're doing right now. You guys be on the lookout for that. We're going to move on to the next segment.
When is that even supposed to come out?
So, there is no confirmed date on it.
See you next season.
That's for next season. There's no confirmed date on it, unfortunately. The route we were going, we have ran into a few. We've had a few snags because we were going to actually release the book first. What? I
feel like I got a neck brace on. I'm not turning my head.
Sorry,
guys. Unprofessional.
We ran into a few snags.
You ran into a voice crack. Is what you did. You ran into a few snags. Sorry.
You good or what?
It's the controlling thing. we're back to something I'm trying to work through, but I can't catch it in the moment. It's afterwards. It's like I did that, didn't I?
I did it. Dang it, I did it.
Yeah.
But anyways, ran into a snag with our illustration team. A lot of shifts and changes. What's funny about that? Look them in their eyes and tell them what's funny about it.
I am controlling my tongue.
Okay. So a lot of situations happen, a lot of movement, including outside of the internal circle. We got to a point to where we couldn't get in contact with our illustrator that we hired on.
Oh, the dope one?
Yeah. Couldn't get in contact with, just literally fell off the face of the earth. I pray that she is
rest in peace.
Yeah. No. I pray that she is in good health and doing well. I know for a fact that she was in school, so hopefully that's what it is. And it's just a lot of school stuff. I know how that stuff goes, and especially while you're in person. So I can only imagine. So that is what it is with that situation.
That's news to me.
Yeah. So that is
both illustrators.
Yeah, both of them.
If y'all like art.
Yeah, if you guys like art.
Oh, my sister does art.
Does she?
She actually draws anime.
Does she?
Yeah.
Does she draw it well?
She went to college for it.
Your sister?
The University
your
of
older
Utah.
Sister.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's reach out.
I did. But then she asked what style of anime, and I said, Asian.
Don't. I can send you some examples that we can send her.
Yeah. And I think she already has the stuff.
Yeah, tell her we can, if she's going to do it for free, that would help. But tell her we are willing to pay for
carpal tunnel.
Dang, bro.
Flipping Sammys.
Okay. Well,
she's high up in the in and out ranks.
Okay. Well, hey, that's a good rank to be in. Hey.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, no, just let her know we can pay. We'd be willing to. Anyways, back to you guys.
Sorry, hold on. Before we get back, y'all can wait because y'all clicked on us.
y'all clicked on our.
What's the style? I'll just tell her. right now.
It's just So what does she want?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
So,
I guess it's different styles.
Yeah, I know there are different styles. So we are writing. It's a manga, really. So it's a graphic novel series,
right?
So you can start by saying that, and then we can progress.
Yeah.
And just say the characters are based from a fictional place like Africa in a modern day time.
Beautiful. Okay, you can go back to them.
So
sorry.
So
y'all.
yeah, we've been. This is just It's been a train wreck. What did we say the podcast was gonna be called? This one. This episode.
Crash and burn.
Crash and burn. Crash and burn movie.
Bing bong. Hey, I just thought of something. You keep talking to them. I'll be right back.
But so yeah, that's what's pretty much been going on. I've been working on this graphic novel, making sure everything has been aligned for a good release. We still don't have the actual date for the release yet, but we are progressing and moving towards it. And then he comes back with this.
I'm not saying what? Sponsor, baby.
That's wild.
Can't talk with a dry mouth.
Yep, I'm doing it.
Where's that
That
figgy?
Yeah.
The figgy water.
Fiji water. Fiji.
Yeah, whatever.
I just didn't bring it. That's literally gross. That water is nasty.
Bing bong. Yes, sir.
Wild. That's wild.
Nothing gross about it.
So we've been talking about school, and Isaiah, you have started school. Have you done a podcast since you started?
Yeah. I complained about I think it was Psychology of Play, which I realized was probably 2 months in. So I think 7 months have passed.
That's wild.
Yeah. That's
wild.
Yeah. And listening back to that,
Have you listened back to it?
I believe I did.
You're such a liar. He's literally lying.
No, you sent it to me.
He's lying. I did send it to him, but that don't mean you watched it.
because I remember hearing myself dogging school, and I was like, bro, that's so immature.
That was immature of you.
What the I asked for you to speak on it.
That was. But that shows maturity, though. So that shows the growth.
Yeah. The reason why it was immature is because all of school sucks.
All of it. I should have just said all of it. I just said that point. Up to that point sucked. But
yeah.
All of it sucks.
Yeah. No. School will drain you for sure.
No, I believe that.
And the amount that I had. Oh, it wasn't psychology because I like psychology. It was English.
Was that after psychology?
And I remember why. Actually, it all boiled up. I wasn't immature because I didn't listen to the context. I didn't remember the context, but now I remember. I remember the grade that I got, which was a B. Now, granted, I'm kind of a perfectionist towards myself. If anyone else is like, "Hey, do this for me," you're gonna get A plus. I'm gonna try my hardest in everything I do. But English, I do not like English. And when my teacher does not support me,
what do you mean support?
If I'm like, hey. Give me some.
It's serious when you're over the mic. We're like,
yeah, boy. Hey, all right, thank you.
Yeah, take a breath there. Lean back. Take a sip of that LD. That LD.
When I ask for critiques in writing or something that I do, I don't know why I put 2 thumbs up for writing. For writing or anything that I do. And they refuse to respond until the assignment is due.
That is wild.
His experience is significantly different
that's
than
what I'm saying. I hate that for you, man. I hate that. Like all my instructors.
Like, oh yeah, we talk on a first name basis. They have my phone number. They give me a good morning text. I send 3 different forms of communication: email through the app itself, and then I'll talk to my liaison, and my liaison won't talk to them till the day after. So
that's wild. I really do hate that for you.
Yeah.
That must be an audio program thing.
Maybe. But it's cool.
You said
I've learned a lot.
It sounds like you're hurt genuinely.
I see the future. I have 19 more months.
Dang.
And if this continues for 19 more months,
you'll lose it.
Oh, I've already lost it. I'm worrying that I won't get it back. But no, in all seriousness, school's been dope. It's been cool. Currently going through. I guess I'm wrapping up. By the time this will be out, who knows how far we'll be.
Yeah, that's facts. This might be our second episode.
Right. How many have we done?
We have 5 out, just not public. Private. It's private.
Is that
right
including the ones where we were like, nah, that ain't it?
No, that's not including those. So 7 if that's the case.
Oh, okay. Huh. Very interesting.
So we can drop them in whatever order we want.
For it not to be in chronological order would be crazy.
It would be crazy because it would be wild. That would be
crazy.
Wild. But they're already set up, like they're already on the channels, just chilling.
Yeah, but currently I am wrapping up my Pro Tools class, trying to get Pro Tools certified, which is not an easy thing. They say it's the equivalent of like the bar exam for audio. I've never taken the bar exam, but I know what a hard test is, and this is 3 of them. So
tough.
It is what it is. Pro Tools is a wild, ugly beast. I prefer Logic, but anyways,
did I ask you if it was similar to like a Final Cut versus a Premiere? Or you said it's like a something with iMovie or something like that.
What are we talking about?
The comparison, like with the audio world, video world. I said, is it like a Final Cut Pro and a Premiere? And you're like, nah, it's like a iMovie.
You're
talking about Logic, I think.
Okay. You haven't used DaVinci, right?
I have used DaVinci.
Is DaVinci more complicated or less than Premiere?
It can be more complicated for sure.
Okay. Logic would be Premiere.
Okay.
Pro Tools is DaVinci.
Okay.
But the difference is, well, I don't know. DaVinci is only for Blackmagic, right? We're currently shooting on a Blackmagic camera.
Yes and no. I mean, it was designed with that in mind, but I can drop any of my videos into DaVinci and edit.
Is that the highest tier of video
software editing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Premiere Pro and like
DaVinci, they're up there.
Like they're the ones.
And then Final Cut would be like somewhere in that.
Cuts, yeah.
Those
Final
are
Cuts
top 3
under there.
What would be top 3?
Those would be the top 3.
Okay, so yeah, that's like Pro Tools, Logic, and Ableton.
Okay.
But people also throw in like Reason or whatever. Anyways, we'll say Logic. Which one's easier to use?
Easiest.
Like the user interface.
Final Cut.
Okay. Ooh, no. Well,
I was if somebody was like, hey, I want a good software, but
we'll take Premiere out. Which one's harder, Premiere or DaVinci?
It depends.
Like which one's just more complicated?
I'm just thinking. I'm thinking wise. It's difficult to answer that directly because it depends on your style of editing. So like DaVinci, I like color correction wise. Like I can. It's really easy to. But as far as like the tools and utilizing it,
right?
Like Premiere has a lot more knobs and stuff to mess with that I can apply, I guess. But DaVinci can look confusing to somebody like just jumping into DaVinci, and so.
So DaVinci looks confusing, but Premiere is more specific.
Premiere is clear in its confusion. Like there's a lot going on, but like I can see exposure, contrast, brightness. Like I can see that. Where DaVinci is just like, what am I looking at?
Beautiful.
Like, oh, this is that.
Logic would be Premiere.
Okay.
Pro Tools is DaVinci.
Okay.
But the thing with DAWs is
hey, go ahead and explain that to the people that don't know.
Digital audio workstation.
Okay.
So for every DAW, they say that each one has its own specialty.
Yeah.
So like Logic, Pro Tools is in my opinion, nowhere near close the workstation you want to use for creating beats. Mm-hmm. You can go to FL, preferably Logic, Ableton if you're like a DJ, EDM kind of stuff. But Pro Tools is the industry standard for all movie audio, game audio, and then anything recording.
I don't like this on my back.
Yeah, I dropped mine down.
I gotta drop that thing.
But when I'm playing, I'm up.
Are you?
Yeah. Because down here it just does something. So we're like, I don't know. But yeah, so
that thing just popped right back up too.
So Pro Tools, but what's so contradicting to that statement is they have us doing music composition in Pro Tools, and then when we were in Logic, we were doing audio for the cartoon voiceover.
Okay. You were in Pro Tools, you said?
I was in Logic for the
Logic.
cartoon voiceover, which, granted, I was raised in Logic. Logic is significantly easier. It's easier on the eyes, easier on the mechanics. Everything's just placed. Everything makes sense, but Logic lacks certain things that Pro Tools has patented down. So I don't know. I hope that makes sense to y'all. If it doesn't, we'll do a whole thing. I'll do a whole thing.
Yes, that'd be solid.
One day.
That'd be solid.
But I mean, we also talked about opening up a
Basically a podcast center. Is that what you're talking about?
I thought it was just going to be a creative center.
It is. So it's overall it is, but I didn't know if you were talking specifics. Like
A media facility.
yeah, a multi-purpose creative center.
Yeah, for the public. So
Yeah.
we're still talking about pricing
Yeah, we
and
are.
how all that's going to work.
Yeah. We are walking through that right now. But if any of you guys want to do podcasts, hit us up.
Jeez. 32 minutes in. It's flying.
It is flying.
What are the topics, man?
So I guess
yeah. I feel it.
I guess our next segment we'll move right into it. We didn't even really discuss anything, but I guess it's whatever. The Chosen. We will talk about The Chosen. For those of you guys that don't know
Fire.
what The Chosen is, yeah. Bing bong. That's a bing bong.
Is it?
Nah.
Bing bong.
Yeah,
That's
there you go.
yeah, okay. Yeah. No, Chosen's gas.
Yeah. I absolutely loved it. But for those of you that have not watched it, I would highly suggest it. We're not sponsored by them. But we would love to if you guys are.
It's Hollow, right? The Hollow app?
The Angel app.
Is it Angel?
Yeah. It's the Angel app.
Oh, Hollow is Hallow is the prayer one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah.
Hallow.
The
Hallow be
Chosen-
thy name.
So you can download the Chosen app or the Angel app, and you'll have direct access to. It's free. Like it's free. There's no reason not to watch it, even if you aren't a Christian.
It's a solid
Like,
series.
Yeah, there's no reason not to watch it, and then the production is done well also. And for those of you who are not believers, watch it. It's just for good content. Like the content is good, the writing is good. Like it's good. It is a good production in general.
I hate Christian
Yeah, no,
Christian-
I agree. Production.
media.
Yeah, that's
Music
fair.
sucks. Majority of the film suck. Like every time. Here's my other thing. Every time a Christian center makes a Christian center, does that work? Christian.
Brand. I don't.
Anytime Christ people make bland cornflake, not frosted flake, cornflake content,
Ooh, no, you did,
bro.
No,
Bro,
you did.
every movie seems to be like VeggieTales, but live action, and it makes my
That is the bad stigma that is tied. And it's our fault. It's really the people's fault because we push the mainstream main people that are doing it and doing it well already, and we're not backing your local Christian believer producer who is actually in the industry himself. And just because he's in the industry, we don't support him. There's a whole big thing with that type of stuff that I could go on and on about. But no, that's something that has to change. So and that's part of what we do here, especially with the writing. We're in relationship with people like Daniel Schaefer, who does write. He has produced short films. Y'all need to check out his work.
Yeah.
I don't know even how to at him.
I think he posted the final word on his short film, The Final Word on. You never told me about your short film.
Which one?
That I don't know.
Oh, the short film idea. I did.
Yeah.
I can't release that now, brother.
I'm sure by the time this comes out, it'll be done.
That's fair.
But no, I think his short film, The Final Word. I know it's on Venmo.
Mm.
Wait, is that a way you pay?
Yeah. Yes.
Is that also
Yes.
like a viewing?
No, Vimeo.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Vimeo. I know it's on there.
Okay.
Under Daniel Day Schaefer, if I'm correct.
You guys check it out. It's super solid.
Yeah. I was about to. Yeah. It's dope.
But yeah, so we were talking about the production of Christ follower productions and media.
I'm very curious where it comes in at, but the demonization of, like if you're in any sort of aspect of
that was
filming
what we were talking
and
about,
music,
so that's good. Yeah,
and you're not doing it within the church, like that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I think
like it seems like the church views, or the church is coming out of viewing creatives and the artistic side of God's people as you have no fruit outside of
the church,
worship and
the actual
colors.
church building. Which I'm grateful for the house that I'm under. Our church is wonderful, does a wonderful job at, especially for me, they make it clear, like, hey, if you're called to the business world, influence the business world. If you're called to the production world, as far as film and screenwriting and all this other stuff, go be an influence in that world. Like, we don't need you here. Like, we need that. They need that out there.
Yeah, it's not what can you do for the church. It's what can the church do for the world.
Yeah, 100%. And so yeah, I really appreciate our church body for being who they are in that area. But the church just in general has a super bad stigma with it. It's just like, and is it
stigma? Because it is the church.
A stigma stemmed from that ideology, like, of, hey, this, like, outside of this, and it's really religion is what it is.
I like that better.
Yeah, it's that I mean, that if you're narrowing it down, and there's a lot that goes into that as well, but it's just it's one of those things that's just like, what does a person do when they're in an environment that's, you're in this environment and I cannot express what's inside of me, what has been placed inside of me, like something's growing inside of me. It's like that junk seems, like, just mentally thinking about it seems painful. Something's growing inside of you, but everyone's wrapping you up and covering you, saying, like, no, like, you can't let that out, because that's not what.
There's no equipping in this area. There's no, like, you'd be sent out to do what?
Yeah,
literally. Like, to step into a grace that you just don't have.
Yeah, it's no.
Is that the right wording?
Step into a grace
that you don't have.
No, you would,
like, trying to force something that's just not. You.
Yes. Yeah, so that would be would be appropriate. So, but it's just one of those things. One of those things that grinds my gear.
Not saying God can't give you the grace for you freaking fanatics out there.
but it's wild.
People are weird.
Y'all
know y'all don't know, actually. Y'all don't know y'all selves.
You'll know.
Not y'all, but y'all. There's difference.
Yeah. If y'all can catch that.
Yeah, because y'all who mess with us, y'all ain't the y'all I'm talking about. FaceTime video.
Oh, we got a caller coming in.
Who is it? Is someone I need to mute this thing for?
What's up? I'm in the middle of a podcast.
You actually don't have the
and you're actually on the podcast. Oh, you're not.
No, you have, because you got to go through the speaker. Don't say nothing foolish, kid.
Yeah, now you're going through the podcast. So say what's up to the people. Say what's up to the fans.
What's up to the fans? What's up?
What's your name? What's your at?
My name is Dallas Murphy.
Okay. Hey, Dallas, tell them what you be getting into.
I be getting into trouble.
Yeah.
Okay.
You be getting into trouble.
I was talking.
I was talking sports. I was setting you up.
Live something. Danger Zone.
I mean, there's Danger Zone.
What do you do?
But then, I am one of the writers.
Right.
On Danger Zone.
Okay, go ahead. Talk that. What else?
I don't know what I'm allowed to share about Danger Zone, but it's going to be very big.
It's going to be very big, very
solid.
Good
story to it. Great characterization.
Solid.
It's going to be good.
Solid. All right.
What a beautiful
If
How old are you?
16.
16, right? He's a right at 16, boy.
It sounds like we equipping early.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So if we had my leaving question, explain to the people from a 16-year-old perspective what a creative is.
Very curious to hear this.
Someone who starts their own path and like through that path, like makes things where it's like in a way unique to them, like yeah,
Unique to them.
to make things unique to your identity.
Oh, okay. Solid. I like that answer. All right. Well, it's been nice talking.
All
Go
right.
do some chores or something.
I was literally about to say that.
All right.
go clean your room or take a shower.
All right.
High school boys. Funky.
A creative is someone that makes something that's unique to them,
To their identity.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel it.
It's a good 16-year-old answer.
Mm.
Solid 16-year-old answer.
Oh, yeah. Has your definition changed?
Mine changes, I think, per season.
Yeah.
Because I think even in a podcast, which I'm sure we'll bring up right here. That wasn't a wah-wah.
No?
No, I'm going to pop it up right there.
I hope you made a sound with it instead of just throwing like a.
No,
what are they called? Annotation?
Popped it up.
Are they called annotations?
What?
Annotations like the.
Oh,
You can click on it.
I think so.
Okay.
I'm not gonna leave and lie to you. I don't know.
Okay. Well, okay. I'm forgetting that this is YouTube and a podcast. So when you say right there, audio listeners, they're like,
audio listeners, I apologize. I have not had you in mind, and that's his fault because he is an audio guy. So that's all him. That's all on him. So if y'all want to blame anybody, blame this man over here.
Hey, well, it'll be. I don't even know. I don't even know. Where's this going?
It's going in
Everything?
Yeah, everything. So any audio platform.
We can't even. I couldn't even. He might have to do a voiceover and say, "Hey, sorry, this is Darius Murphy here, but it's actually
Lord.
episode 3. Watch that actually be it. Episode 3. All right, now back to the show.
This probably would be this episode.
No, you said this one. I don't even know what we were talking about.
This would be the episode. Or that would be the episode. Episode 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at God. It ain't me. Trust me. It ain't me.
Do it. But anyways, I forgot.
If it's not episode 3 and I said, look at God.
Well, I don't know what it
Bring it
is
back.
now because I forgot what
I don't know what we were talking about.
Okay.
You say your answer changes throughout the seasons.
Right. In one of our episodes, I don't know if it was episode 3 now. In one of our episodes, I was just agreeing.
Look at God for the correction. Gotta give him credit.
I was expressing like a creative person is this and that.
Okay.
But my idea of creativity and a creative person and all that other stuff is kind of shifted. It's kind of geared more towards like, okay, I really feel like everybody is creative.
Right.
But there are more people. There are certain individuals that can tap into a creative realm a lot faster than others. So like,
I have an interesting perspective on this, but I'll let you finish.
And so like, where it comes easy for me to be creative, I can't deal with this. That's not, if there wasn't anything in this and I wasn't scared, I would smack that thing.
They're going to say something crazy about this. I'll tell you when you're done because I don't want to throw you off.
Yeah. And so yeah, I really think that everyone's creative, but everyone has the ability to be creative or can create, but there are certain people that can access it quicker than others. It takes a lot less energy, we'll say it like that, for someone to be creative. Some it's harder, for others it's not. And so it just really depends on that person. And I think there's just levels to it. And the more practiced you are in an area, the more easier those things will come.
Right.
So, and then that's when you really get confused with the person that's like really creative and not so creative, because it's like the more you practice anything, the more natural it's going to start becoming to you. For example, like tomorrow I'm going to go shoot 250 shots, and my wrist is going to,
Talking basketball.
Yeah, sorry. My muscle memory, like my wrist is like knows what to do. My arm knows what to do. It's just mechanics now. Like I'm just repeating the same process. And so
yeah,
the same thing with anybody. And so it's really hard to express to those people, like, and it's probably really hard for them. I can only imagine. And I'm not saying like I'm like top dog, gang creative.
You are.
Like
your face is still behind all these panels.
It is not. It is not.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
You'll never know because you fixed it.
Yeah, literally about to say that. I did kind of.
Yeah, tightened it up a little bit. Actually,
no, I think
we have a TV behind the camera, and I'm currently looking at it for our audio listeners to see if there's any imperfections. Because I
kind of tightened that thing up nice and tight.
It used to be. Hey, trust me, it bothered us.
Yeah, check out the early episodes.
It bothered us because they fell off the wall at one point, and we were like, ah. But anyways.
But
shooting basketball and muscle memory is going to be easier.
All
for
that stuff. So it's really, I really feel like it has to be frustrating for those who aren't. Being creative isn't as easy for them. For somebody that it's like it's a snap of a finger for them, because they come in doing the same thing that you've been doing and they're just sailing through.
Yeah.
Versus them, it's just like, man, I've been like. It makes it feel like the work that you've been doing. I'm sure. I don't know. But I say I don't know. I'm about to knock this mic out.
No, it's a good thing it was never awake.
Yes, thank you.
Don't worry about that. I'll do it myself.
But yeah, no. So I've been in a position to where it's like I've been grinding all my life.
Nipsey.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Are you done?
You finished? I don't even know if you know where you're going with it.
Where I'm going, I didn't say nothing.
Man, I'm talking to me.
Oh, that's crazy. No, that's crazy. Yo, that's crazy.
Y'all, we're selling C2C podcast to the highest bidder. Starting the bid off $5.
Whoa, 5 with 6 commas. I mean, 2 commas.
Yeah, 2 commas.
And then 6 zeros behind it.
Not 6. Oh, million.
Come on now.
Yeah.
6 million what? What are you saying,
$6
million? Well, you said $5. You said 5.
What is
starting the
going
bid
on
at 5,
today?
2 commas, 6 zeros, it's 5 million.
5 million.
Yeah. So here's the deal. We might actually have to split this into 2 podcasts. I don't know. Completely up to you, because we're already almost at the hour mark.
We'll see.
Mine is kind of similar with what you're saying, but I also think of this as like a life thing. I explained it to Gabe so well. I'm probably gonna butcher it. Lord help me. I think that there's levels.
Yeah.
But I think to explain it a little more specifically, I think that I described it as lanes. So you take a highway.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say that there's 3 lanes.
Yeah.
There's the fast, the regular, and then the slow.
Okay.
Right. Left hand, you're going as fast as you want.
Yeah.
Middle is kind of.
You going over the speed limit?
No. You're going speed limit, and then the right one is there's probably construction or something, right? I'm still working through this. Okay, there's still a lot of self-reflection going on in myself. I see that whenever I'm given something, I'm on the fast lane or I feel like for the majority of everything, I'm in the fast lane. Like I can pick up something and fly through it, pick it up, and and it won't be good. It would be like great or above. That's my opinion. You take creativity.
So are you saying naturally it's going to be like that?
Right.
Okay.
Right. But to further that, that's one highway. If you're like okay, in the lane of natural creativity. Oh, that's going to make it confusing. In the lane of media creativity, I would say I'm more in the fast lane. Media as in music, video, just ideas in general.
That makes sense.
But if you took me and you're like leadership, creative wise, yeah, I feel like I would excel. If you brought me into relationship creativity,
be all the way in the construction lane,
or somewhere in the middle or on the slow side. Because like if you're like, hey, plan a date, I'm like, bro, that's like my brain goes, it like flatlines. Like that's just not.
Yeah,
that's not my thing.
That's interesting.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, do you see that in yourself? Like, there's some areas where you're just like, bro.
So my
what?
area falls in the line, or as pertaining to that, is more like admin type of stuff.
Right. And I excel in that.
Yeah. Which I've grown in. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm
yeah.
in construction, but I would definitely say that I'm in. I'm trying to get to the slow
the speed limit.
Speed limit, yeah.
Which is just normal pacing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so but yeah, you say, Darius, where is this project that we were looking for last week? I'll be like, that was last week's project. Why are we looking for that project right now?
And then let me go through 3 hard drives because I'm not sure where I saved it.
100%. 100. Let me go through all of these. I literally.
And then what did y'all title it?
what did y'all title it? They're looking at me. They're looking at me like, no, you titled it. And I was like, well, what did I title? Do you remember what I titled it? But yeah, no, it's literally, that is how admin type of stuff is for me. I have to be so in order to excel in it, I have to be so intentional. Yeah. And so like stuff like that, creativity in that area, that's probably something we can talk on, is like different areas of creativity. But that's for another day. But yeah, that is where I have to be super intentional. If I'm not super intentional, might as well call me out.
I feel like I'm that way with creative art. Like painting, drawing.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm sure I could get into it.
Yeah.
But if you gave me something to sculpt or build, easy. I don't even need instructions. I see the pieces. I'm like, oh, it is what it is. Music, like creating a beat, I'm trying to get that. But if you said, hey, take what's already made and make it artistic, I'm knocking that out the park. Yeah. Like easy. Yeah. But it's weird because then I take that and I apply that to just lifestyle. Like where am I in like my walk? Yeah. So like trying to get over sexual addiction, I feel like all 3 lanes are construction. Yeah. And all 3 lanes I had to get out of my car and now I am crawling.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be like that.
Because that's different.
Yeah.
But if you're like, hey, I don't know, retrospective thinking or looking into yourself, I'd be like, oh, fast lane. If you're like, oh, like if someone came to you with an issue, would you be able to, oh, fast lane, or middle lane? I mean, granted, there's flaws. Yeah. I'm not saying that if you're in the fast lane, you're perfect. By no means. It's just it's easier.
It's easier for you.
So yeah, I think everyone's creative.
Yeah.
Period.
So what do you think about my comment when I say everyone's creative? There are just some that can unlock it. What was your first thought whenever I said that?
I agree. There's some that can unlock it. What do you mean by that?
So not unlock it. I don't even think that's the term I use. Everyone's creative. Some just can access it a lot faster.
Yeah, I think that depends on
that lane or the area.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Because
makes sense.
Because like I said, with the dating thing for me, dating the one female, not
one.
Yeah, we've been together 2 years. That's gonna be on Sunday. So Clap that thing up.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We're gonna let that play out. I love you. All right. When's y'all's anniversary?
June 29th.
How many of them?
We are 10th year. 10 of them things.
3,650 days. 52.5 days. Right?
Yeah.
Because 4. Yeah. 52.5 days. That's crazy.
10. You didn't hit it for me. I'll hit it for me.
Yeah. Hey.
Yes, sir.
You get snaps.
Dang, bro.
You didn't do nothing for mine.
I did.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
literally just looking at you.
But we're not married.
Yeah, so
One day.
Even,
One
it
day.
ain't even.
It don't matter.
It don't count.
Yeah,
it don't count right now.
I don't agree.
I don't agree. No, that's
it's work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
sure,
all work.
For sure. Especially how you guys are doing it, which is admirable, for sure.
Yeah, it's not perfect. But with the dating thing, she was like, oh, what are we doing for our 1 year anniversary? I'm like, or our 2 year. I'm like, I'm cool with sitting at the house saving money.
I'm cool with
you know what I mean? But
she
was like, oh, well, we could go recreate our first date, which is going to the Gathering Place and then Texas Roadhouse. And I was like, yeah, no, that's a really good idea.
That's a good idea.
I don't think that way though.
That's wild,
right?
Yeah, don't write me.
No. I'm saying like,
right for you.
Like if you excel in that area, take that.
Take control. Take lead. Yeah,
I'm going to learn from you.
That's fair. That is so fair.
But there's areas where it's like, you got to give me some grace, because the way I think is limited. Like I'm not a wooer.
You're a doer.
Yeah. So if you were like, hey, let's do this thing. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And
you like to do, like, I feel like you like to serve people a lot too.
Absolutely.
And that's part of the doer too, as well, in that area, as far as that's concerned.
And I don't do it for me. It's like, I just want to see people.
Yeah.
I want to see people succeed in the areas that they are.
Yeah. 100%.
But
yeah. No, that's real. That's genuine too.
So what is yours though? So are you the
I am. It's basically almost flopped for us. Like I am the one that's like, ooh, it's kind of because Amber's super creative too, and so like whenever, she is super creative. Yeah.
In what lane though?
Her lane is definitely more administrative type. Like what I lack, she has.
Yeah, but
also at the same time, like she is also creative in the arts as well, and so like we both like we make the infinity sign together, because like we'll cross each other. It's like we're going separate directions, but like we can come right back, and like it's just like a ping pong effect.
I'm gonna keep it a stack. You lost me.
You didn't get it?
Because I thought we were
get it.
I thought we were talking about dating, like when it comes to dates, but like you said, she's administrative.
Oh, I thought you were saying just in general, like her. Okay, well then, yeah. I thought you were saying our relationship in general, like in that. What does it look like? But as far as dating, yes.
Yeah, I'm looking for the visual example.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so as far as dating, I am probably
creative
the first. Yeah. I'll be the first one to woo. I'll be the first one to like think of something. Like I'll take everything out of our bedroom, put a table in there, put a whole dining.
See, like that's a good idea.
Like that's me. Like that's stuff that I do and I have done.
Okay. Yeah.
And where Amber is just like, which, like I said, it's hard. It's hard. I can't say that she's not like that, because she is. She'll surprise me with something just randomly, like, and creatively put something together that like she knows would resonate with me.
Right.
And so like she knows what I like. She knows who I am and all this other stuff. And so like she can be a wooer also, but she's not like I think I take lead when it comes to stuff like that. Like I am and I get that from my dad and my grandpa. And so it's like, I love when she feels like she is special. And what can I do to do something outside the box to where it's like, because this is just my thought process. Yeah. Anybody can take someone to the movies. Anybody can take somebody out to eat. What can I do to make that special? And then she does the same thing. For example, like
that's a good way.
Yeah. She took me to my first comedy show. I went and watched Krista Lee, a shout out. I went and watched Crystalia in Tulsa. And right after that, we had this little date book, and we scratched off a little scratcher, and it said, go to a restaurant, go to a movie that you've never seen or would never see, and then go to a restaurant that you've never eaten at, and ask the waiter what his or her top 2 favorite foods are. Or
you
meals
had
are.
to have hated that.
It was actually very delicious.
I'm sure it was, but you trying new things is not you.
Yeah,
That's Amber's avenue.
Yeah, I was definitely not expecting to leave with a full stomach. I was just like the whole idea of that threw me off. I was
You're like, bro, I don't even can I redraw?
you start suggesting to the person, you don't like chicken fried steak.
You like chicken tenders and fries.
Like, chicken legs is good, bro. That's not your favorite here.
Be like, hey, is this sauce mustard based? You don't like mustard based anything, even Chick-fil-A sauce. Crazy.
You start coming at them like, no. So you telling me y'all ain't got the best chicken in town? Is that what you telling me? I'm telling you, your manager.
Y'all ain't got crappie.
Y'all ain't got no crappie back there. I guarantee you. Show me.
That is so interesting.
So yeah, no, it goes back and forth with me and Amber, which I really am blessed with, and she is just as much, probably if not more so, like concerned about me and my happiness. And for me, it's like I'm a competitive dude, and so like whenever she's doing that, mentally I'm like, oh, how am I gonna like outdo her in this? Which Scripture says, outdo each other in love. But we naturally find ourselves doing that. It's like she'll do something, I'm just like, ooh, okay, how can I make her happy? How can I make her just ecstatic? Like, I just want to make her super, super happy. What can I do? And then I'll be like, hey, I got you this. I can't name it because I was about to name something that I'm getting her. But anyways, so yeah. So it's super back and forth with me and Amber. But I would say ultimately I am the lead when it comes to wooing.
Yeah, that's so interesting. Yeah, see, so we did the love language test, which this podcast got completely derailed.
It did.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
With I'm trying to think. I don't even know what I was saying. I know the direction what I was thinking, which was like when it like an example of what I do is love language. That's what it was. That's what you're saying. So Morgan is literally like 25, 26, and 24 across the board.
Wow.
Wait, 5 love languages.
No, there's more than the 5 love languages. I'm thinking of Enneagram. I don't know why. I was saying,
I'm thinking of something that had
5 love languages. Are you talking about the temperament?
I don't. What's that?
Temperament. It's like phlegmatic.
No. Maybe. I don't know.
I know all of us did that.
I don't know, but she did a love language thing, and it was literally even across the board. And I was like,
that's wild.
How was that possible?
Yeah, that's wild.
So imagine this guy. My only thing is quality time and acts of service.
Ooh, that'd be tough,
bruh. I'm like, okay, yeah, me doing stuff for you. I'm like, that's nice for me.
Yeah.
She gets it, but it's not the same every time. Like some days it'll be this, some days it'll be this.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's not even most of the time, but it's like it's all over the board for me. So, like I imagine Amber is 2 of them, 1 of them,
2.
Did they blow the other ones out of the water?
Are we talking about the love languages?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's got to be easier.
Yeah, that's why I was like, that's tough for you,
bro.
That has to be tough,
bro. But it's good. It's good practice because I'm thinking like futurely, like for my kids, like all right, if I can tap into these areas and know how to function in them and balance it, it should be nothing but blessings. But I struggle with some of them.
Ooh.
I struggle with some of them, like affirmations. I'm getting.
You're getting
into
better
it.
At affirming, or you're getting better at receiving affirmation.
Giving affirmation, words of encouragement, affirmations.
Yeah,
same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm stepping into that more and more. So like, as you would think, as a writer, words come out.
Yeah.
0. like I can produce them. I have to sit down and force myself to do it.
Wow.
It's not natural.
So you have to be super intentional.
Yeah, but if I seen something that like you know, I don't know if you've seen those necklaces that say like I love you in 150. Yeah. So I bought her one of those. I was like, that's super dope. If someone would have got me that, but that was kind of me projecting. But I also like, I know she likes sentimental stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird. I try to take myself out of it, but it's like I don't.
Oh yeah, that's one of the hardest things in relationships, and I don't know how we keep navigating the different things in this podcast, but that's one of the hardest things in relationships. That one of the things that we had to be intentional on in our relationship, in our while we were dating, when we were engaged, when we were married. Since we're married, we've been working on, okay, how can I not project my love language on you, and how can I not be like, how can I be patient enough to receive the love from you, and if you give me your love language, understanding like this is you giving me love, but at the same time my love tank is not being filled up. And so it's like, how do we navigate through it? How do we do, like, what do we need to do in this case, like it, like that?
And then like the parallel to that is when it comes to each other's insecurities or like traumas that they dealt with. I know for me, the people that I've been with, we some messed up people. I ain't gonna speak for no one else.
No, but, I think everybody is.
But yeah, balancing that, like, okay, I see you're bleeding right now. Like I'm not gonna allow this to stain me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be here with some with a bleach stick. Not for you, but for me, and
I think one of the biggest things, especially if somebody's bleeding.
That made sense, right?
No, it made sense.
I'm listening to it again.
Either it didn't make sense and I'm piecing together what I feel, or it made sense. So one or the other.
Well, I'll just label myself the puzzle speaker then.
So, but yeah, no, that is one of the hardest things also. Just marriage is difficult. Marriage and relationships are difficult.
And then that's just one person.
Yeah.
Multiply that by.
And that's what I was saying. Like, even with people like you, like Gabe, like Dontre, like even people like us, like the Corey Murphys, like people like us, teamites. It's hard.
Don't forget a certain name out there.
Literally.
You're like
who going down the list?
Who gets wounded if you don't include them? Who has rejection issues?
I just want to make sure I love all my brothers. I love all my sisters. But going down even to those relationships, like relationships in general are hard.
Yeah.
When marriage is included, or your significant other that you're potentially going to be married to, when that is the priority of relationships, which it goes hand in hand kind of, because your marriage can be a reflection, or your relationships outside of your marriage can be a reflection of your marriage. And so whenever you're not putting in the work and intentionality into your relationships, your significant relationships, then it again, like I said, it can be a reflection. I forgot where I was going to go.
A reflection for what?
It can be a reflection of, like, so, for example, and I kind of stopped it and you're making me go back into it.
Oh,
because I forgot what I was going to say, but I was saying as far as
you better work that thing out, crash and burn.
Crash and burn, baby. Crash and burn. No, that's where the reflection part I was saying was. I have it.
You're like, I was just. It was so the reflection.
That is not.
You know what? I appreciate you for saying, because the reflection is like, come on, God. Like I say, I'm really speaking, hoping that you're gonna catch it. It's still not clicking.
The reflection is because the sun, when it shoots down,
oh boy,
the sun is really Christ, and that's the foundation. He's shining on the foundation.
The sun is Christ. That's a homophone right there. The sun is Christ.
Yes, sir. You can
but
use
the
that
sunlight.
What did I knock down?
Your phone. Yes.
We're gonna welcome Trey the barber.
Trey. Oh,
Trey
yeah. Go ahead.
Everybody know God is good. God is good.
Yes, he is.
I love my mom.
What a beautiful thing. What a beautiful thing. What a beautiful thing. Everyone clap it up. Clap it up. Clap it up. Clap it up.
Thank you. I
Alright.
appreciate that because that's a beautiful segue because I derailed for a little bit.
No, we're going to actually get back on.
Actually, so with the reflection, what I
kidding.
was saying was,
You know, liquid death reflects extremely well. This nice gold hue. What's left of use? Hue. The nice gold
I actually
hue.
use it quite often because I'm
a video editor and I color correct and white balance all day. Yeah, okay. We get it. You got a degree.
well, you asked me.
I didn't
You
actually.
said, "When's the last time?" And I said, "Well, actually,
Yeah, no, that's on me. That's on
yeah,
me.
come on, that's 5.
Yeah.
That's
5?
I was gonna say 5 head, but it wasn't a 5 head moment. And then you pointed out.
Yeah, that was a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Go ahead.
Nope, I don't know. I don't know.
It's a perfect segue into The Chosen is really good.
The Chosen is.
Just jump right back on.
We were. That's where it originally started. It was The Chosen, and then we started talking about Christianity and how they, like to do this with people. And
Yeah, and then it went into creatives, and then the highway, and then the highway went into love languages.
that's
It went to love.
That's,
Marriage. Do. My goodness,
it's one of them days.
crash and burn. We need a.
This episode is going to be called Crash and Burn.
It has to be.
Yep.
If it's called anything else, I don't think it's fitting.
It's not.
What was the other topic? I see your-
Chosen. There was something else, but I didn't write it down.
What do we got? Sorry guys. Sorry our audio listeners.
Album of the
You
year.
should really. Forever Story JID. Next question.
Next question, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I can pull this up.
Oh, bro,
What?
the kickback. We
Did
didn't
never
talk.
finish?
Never.
That's so wild.
You didn't
This
even. You
podcast
didn't even
has-
start.
This podcast has literally been an example, a prime example of Crash and Burn.
This is-
It's just like,
This is y'all catching up with us, or us catching up with.
yeah, it's just
Y'all-
really just. I think we're just getting all this out of our system because we ain't been in here. We ain't been doing this.
I'm actually a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
Like, there's no. I don't even know if I said that on the camera.
What?
How I felt fake, or just like
Did you?
I didn't feel. I could see and feel I wasn't being myself.
On the podcast?
Yeah, for like the first like 3 or 4 episodes.
I guess there's a sense of artificial character. That
Right.
I was. I
Like,
guess.
a caricature, like I'm a hyperbole of myself. Like
Yeah.
bruh.
Over exaggerating different.
yeah,
100%. 100%.
Do
But
you even want to touch on the kickback?
I don't even know what about it. Oh,
You like we were talking about ourselves.
Yeah.
But you didn't even. Yeah. Bro.
Yeah, no, there was a doo-doo-doo-doo.
That's the
not
wrong button. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I will touch on it a little bit, and then I guess we can close since we're.
Because
we done talked about everything.
well, I know what we're gonna go into once you start talking about that, which is gonna be like
Another-
discipleship.
yeah, high thought flat.
Discipleship. And how that works, or how it's been going, or how
Yeah,
whatever. Which I'm very curious if they even want to hear stuff like that.
yeah, y'all do. If y'all ain't walking, y'all need to walk. If y'all ain't walking, y'all need to walk. Christian or not Christian. That's what I was debating on saying in that pause. Y'all need to walk. I don't care who you are. You need people in your life. For those people that say I don't need nobody, you need somebody.
So I think the next part is what does it mean to walk
Oh,
at that point?
okay.
Because this is
Yeah, this is gonna be part 2. All right, we're gonna cut it right here. Thank you guys for listening. We're gonna we'll catch y'all later on the next podcast. I'm not gonna play the music.
I'm
on
under
this one.
pressure.
Yeah,
and I don't know
yeah.
what to say.
Yeah, I was gonna play it, but
Under
we'll play
pressure.
it. We'll play it right now. It's playing right now in the background. It's playing right now in the background.
And I'm just
Catch y'all on part 2.
yeah, and then it's the
No, we don't have to stop that recording.
walk off.
Oh, we'll catch y'all on part 2. We're gonna take a break. We're back. It's the exact same video.
They're gonna be like, what the
What,
heck?
what are they doing?
What time is it?
They're unprofessional. It is 7.
Okay, whatever.
We can make this one a brief.
Dog, we've been here forever.
We can make this one a shortened version of an episode.
Nah, we're chilling.
All right.
Welcome to C2C podcast.
Welcome back to C2C podcast, where we touch on and break down elements of creativity in its many forms. I am your host, Darius Murphy, aka Create, and this is my co-host,
Isaiah Curry, aka Isaiah Curry.
Yes,
Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed?
So
Crazy.
last episode we talked about, we were basically catching up with you guys, catching up with each other, catching up with the podcast vibe, all this stuff, because we've been out of commission for a little bit, but we back and we're doing the thing, and this is a part 2. So if you haven't seen the last episode,
I think it was a really solid episode.
it was solid,
all
I think
over
it was
the
solid.
place.
It was definitely.
Who cares at this
You
point?
might not get a full story with anything, but it was really good.
There
really
might
good.
have been some solid. There's nuggets,
There's some nuggets.
but it might be fool's gold.
It might not
Like,
be.
it might be
try to
little
spin it.
shavings.
Yeah, don't try to. But yeah, no. So yeah, it was all over the place, as this one might be as well. But
Yeah,
we're just excited to be back with you guys. Excited to be here doing this. So
I realized
what?
I didn't talk about this.
That's good.
Well, here's the deal. So, Liquid Death,
Lord.
they have an ad where they brought a witch, and I think she did some sort of witch doctoring
That's
spell
wild.
stuff over their water. Like it was like a factory with their water.
Are you saying real life or
No, that's their actual ad.
That's their ad.
That's their actual ad.
Wild.
And so, Christian people made comments, and my thing is like, some good water. I've had worse water, like the Fuji or whatever water is not as good.
Cannot believe you just did that. I was about to just smack that can.
It's solid water, but my thing's like, bruh,
That's nasty though.
it's not.
Right?
You had the
But
sparkling
we
one.
can agree that it's nasty though, right?
Not at all.
But it is.
You know what I want to try? I want to try the boxed water. That
Those, yeah.
that sounds weird to me though. I feel like that would
Boxed
taste
water?
worse than.
Seems like it
I'm thinking like little floaties in
water
it.
can't be soggy, but the experience of drinking it can. And that's what I kind of. That's kind of what I. Don't you dare press that one. Yeah. I'll take that
Bing
one.
bong.
Yeah, I'll take that one. I'll take that.
As you can tell, we have not changed the sound.
Haven't changed it. Primarily because we haven't left and done nothing.
No, that's why I'm wearing the same thing.
Yeah, this is so. Like I was saying in the introduction, this is part 2 to the first part of this. I don't know what episode this is, so you guys, it'll be down there. Y'all see it.
Do we label it? Crash.
Yeah, episode.
Crash.
Yeah, crash and. That's that liquid death.
It's gonna be called Crack and Burn.
Ah!
That's
First
Crack and
episode
Burn.
prior to this one, not our first episode ever, but our first episode to this part was
Boy, way to butcher that.
right.
The episode prior to this.
It's called Crash and Burn, just
Yeah.
like you experienced here. I told you we were gonna do it. It was
Yeah,
gonna
this is
continue on.
what's the Embers or
Embers.
I don't like it.
Like,
yeah, I was like, what's after a burning? Embers. But I was like, that's not it.
nah,
We're probably gonna call this one like what
residue.
what does it mean to walk or something like that?
What does it mean to walk?
Yeah, like walking.
I don't know how to answer
Like
that.
a walk, like when you walk with someone.
Oh,
How do you forget? It hasn't even been 5
it
minutes.
hasn't. I'm so sorry. What does it? I thought you were saying. We were talking about.
The thing is, they probably thought the same thing. So
They did.
So I don't hold
They
it
did.
against you.
They did.
They're-
They did. Thank you.
It's okay, guys.
They're not holding that against me.
I'm the puzzle speaker,
So what does it mean?
aka the puzzle speaker.
What does it mean?
I just
There
did the
it
whole
is.
intro all over again in my head, aka the puzzle speaker. That's why I didn't even realize. Bruh, go on. Because we didn't even talk about, bro, this is a mess.
This is a mess. It's okay though.
We didn't even talk about the kickback. We mentioned it in the first episode. Did not talk about it. So that's going to be
All right, so let's redo the
prime
intro.
thing.
Let's just redo the intro.
No, I think we're good.
Okay. We're not gonna redo it.
No.
Not gonna do it.
So this kickback.
Yeah.
We were there with Mark Isaiah,
Again, shout out Mark,
finalist on The Voice.
finalist on The Voice.
I don't even know how far he got
Yeah,
into
we
it.
know. But we're gonna say it's finalist.
Mark, please forgive me, dude.
Yeah, I that's really bad.
It is bad.
Yeah.
And Freddie, not Freddie Wong.
Robles.
Freddie Robles.
No way you said that.
I said not Freddie Wong.
Okay.
You don't know who Freddie Wong is?
No. So maybe that's on me.
Okay. They were there with Mark Isaiah and Freddie Robles.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
There's a whole group of us there.
yeah. So neither one of us met Mark.
No.
Was it Kendrick that brought him up, or was it Daniel?
Daniel. Well, I know Daniel's talked to me about him before.
Okay.
And I know that Freddie is connected to Mark, obviously.
Right.
And so
Oh, that part I didn't know until
until
the
then,
kickback. Yeah. But I also don't really know Freddie like that.
Yeah.
Like that's the most I talked to Freddie outside of ATI. But even ATI, he was primarily talking to you, and I would just catch his breath from here and there. Not saying it stunk. It just forgive me. Gosh, dang it. Go ahead.
no, we were talking about what walking in our experience there.
Yeah. So looking, it's not retrospective. It's not retrospective.
Thinking looking back,
But
in retrospect.
at the moment, you weren't looking back. You were looking at yourself right then and there.
So right now, in retrospect, what happened?
That I don't feel like right now in retrospect is a thing. That sounds like an oxymoron.
So currently, as I'm thinking in retrospect,
That's not it. We're
Okay.
gonna say
just say what it is. then.
evaluating ourselves.
Okay,
Does that work?
sure. Retrospect would work too. But
Whatever. I don't even know. You go.
I don't know. Go what? Where are we going?
Okay. We were talking about growth
Right.
within ourselves,
Right.
and then we brought up we were talking off camera about this kickback, and he experienced a level of self-evaluation.
Right.
That's what I'm looking for.
100%.
Self-evaluation.
Okay.
And I experienced a level of self-evaluation.
Okay.
And we weren't even communicating with each other. It's just what happened that
Yeah,
day.
it just happened to happen like that. Yeah, 100%. Well, so what did you experience? So like, what were
Okay.
you?
So I pull up. Gabe's with me. Oh yeah, y'all know Gabe. First episode. Did we keep that
That
episode?
was not the first episode.
I think it's the
That
first
was
episode. Him and Dontre.
Second episode. The second episode on YouTube.
Okay. Second episode. So same kid. I pick him up. We're supposed to meet Mark and Freddie, and it was at a dude named Jeff and his wife's house.
Jeff and Lene.
Lene, yeah. I don't want to mess her name up. I knew it was Lene, but I couldn't put.
You weren't confident. It's okay.
Yeah. And then there was a guy who I don't even know how you describe Danny Boy.
Danny boy.
Danny Boy he has walked. Now this is where we're defining walk. He has walked with people pretty much.
Shoot.
I don't even know his timeline. I'm not good with timeline.
Well, his timeline is kind of wonky as is. Like he's been, he's helped in so many things, been a part of so many things, and then his journey in general is just crazy.
Yeah.
So one day we'll have him on the podcast. That'll be a really good time.
Yeah.
That'll be a really great conversation.
Yeah. But he has a lot of insight.
For sure.
That's what I'm looking for. He has a lot of insight with
Wisdom.
life and spiritual walks and whatever. So anyways, he pulls up. No, scratch that. Me and Gabe pull up. We've never been to this house. So we're in the middle of the country. Like unfamiliar territory. Probably
100%.
what? 2 minutes away from the nearest gas station.
You said how many minutes?
2.
2 minutes?
Probably farther.
Probably. I was thinking farther.
Yeah, no, it was probably farther. My heart was racing. So I'm not. No, yeah. Here's the deal. Oklahoma is not the best place to be. It's not bad. It's just when black people get in the country and you go into not black people's houses and you're not around black people.
That's real.
It gets a little. You get heightened.
all the senses.
The Holy Spirit becomes active and you have the clearest hearing ever in those moments. At least that's what it is for me.
Yeah, you be feeling that way for sure.
That's what. Yeah. It might not be true. Yeah. It's probably just a whole bunch of adrenaline and just fear or whatever. But anyways, so we pull up to a cul-de-sac and I'm like, bro, I don't know what house this is because the direction said it's a farmhouse, and none of I'm literally thinking it's either a barn or it's like a little hunky-dory 1 floor. House with a porch swing, white pillars on the outside. Maybe there's a prairie dog running around.
Maybe a prairie
open
dog.
land. These are modern houses, all nice houses. None of them yell farm.
Yeah,
and me and Gabe were like, we're both not from the country. We both don't understand this language, so we wait. I go to the middle of the cul-de-sac, and I was like, watch this. I turned off my car, turned off the lights. Well, I turned off the lights, then turned off my car.
Flag.
Doesn't matter. Yeah. And I was like, we're going to wait till someone pulls up. And we waited. And first person to pull up was Dan.
So he was, okay, so y'all were there first.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So if we would have got there on time, we would have all gotten there at this, because we got taken to a whole nother place and then had to turn all the way back around and find this house.
I know, we were there for a minute.
Wild.
Like me and Gabe got there probably...
Well, I guess you did leave
5 to 10 minutes before Dan even got there.
Yeah, I guess you guys did leave before us. No, so me and Daniel would have pulled up at the same time because we left before Daniel, but we just got turned around and sent another direction.
Okay, yeah.
So
probably.
That's wild. So nobody was. Of course, Mark and Freddie were there.
Yeah, but okay. So that's the other weird thing. There were no cars outside. This headset mic is making me act a little different.
Probably these places.